In its essence, what we're doing is a very simple thing, really.
We're nourishing people with good, wholesome food.
People who just come along as part of the community, a lot of retired or semi-retired people, but people also who come if they've had mental health difficulties or loneliness.
Forty Hall is a 170-acre organic farm. We're located just on the outskirts of London in Enfield. It's run by Capel Manor College. And we've got a number of enterprises based here, so a vineyard, an orchard, a market garden. So we're trying to produce as much food sustainably as we can. We were in discussions with the local council looking at developing more food growing sites around the borough, and they successfully secured a grant from the Greater London Authority. And that was a big pot of money to help us set up a market garden on the farm, so just to employ a full-time grower, and there was a lot of capital investment, so in the development of polytunnels.
We've got volunteers kind of with adults with learning difficulties, people with mental health problems, you know, and they all kind of get jumbled together, and it just works because essentially everybody's working for kind of a common goal.
I really enjoy the idea of food growing. On this sort of scale, I find it really interesting. We're producing food for people. I am particularly interested because Forty Hall is run on organic principles, and I feel very strongly about that. I go into a shop and I see a bag of something or other, kale, salad, whatever, I think, oh, I'd probably harvest some of that. So it's a nice feeling, you know.
On a Tuesday generally we do a big harvest. On a Wednesday we pack the veg bags, which is kind of probably the main place that our vegetables go.
Well, I've always been interested in food, and that's one of the reasons why I probably got involved in growing in the first place. It's good in that it forces you to eat seasonally, which is, it's not difficult to do, but a lot of people don't do it.
We deliver to drop-off points, and then our customers collect their bags.
Ben from Baskerville's Tea Shop. Got a shed out the back which we sort of let people sort of pick up their veg from.
I'm Avashi Rowe. I run this cafe, the Library Cafe, which is in Enfield Town Library in North London. I set up this cafe about 2 years ago, and one of the key things that I wanted to do was to buy from local producers and suppliers. And we're very lucky in Enfield to have Forty Hall Farm on our doorstep. We get deliveries for us to use, as well as the bags which our customers collect from here. And what I love about Forty Hall Farm salad is that there are so many different types of textures and colours and flavours. Here's the beetroot that we roasted earlier. That's our salad.
We held a meeting locally to see if anybody wanted to be involved in setting up a community orchard. The orchard is now 5 years old and, you know, flourishing. We've got a core group of about 15, sort of 12 to 15 volunteers that run that and meet every month. And we're now at a stage where we're starting to think about the fruit and the processing of the fruit and how we're going to kind of deal with that.
We have people from all around the area with all different types of abilities, and we have a real big effort to make sure that we're inclusive.
I've been involved with the vineyard since the beginning, and the first area that was planted was in 2009, the block up at the top of this field. We want to make a profit from our wines, but we use that profit for community benefit.
People don't leave once they come, they enjoy it very much.
even though it's pretty hard work. Feedback from volunteers is really beneficial for health, physical health, mental health, general well-being, meeting friends, making new connections, keeping engaged.
The objective for me when I was taken on was to make the farm financially sustainable, and we're on track to do that. So we're approaching a point where we will be almost financially sustainable. So the income that we generate ourselves through our events, through our sales of produce, through the sort of training that we provide and the short courses that we run, should get to a point where we're covering all of our outgoing costs and our staff. We will still be reliant to some extent on agricultural subsidies, but I would argue that most farms in the UK are, if not all. There are much wider benefits, I think, that we're giving back beyond just the production of food. So if it costs a lot to run the farm, that's because we're doing a lot more than just producing food. And there's all the health benefits and the physical benefits that all the volunteers are getting from being involved. The potential NHS savings that kind of come about as a result of that. We don't put monetary value on all of these things, but they're all there and they're all resulting from the work that we're doing. So I think it is financially viable, but you just need to look at the bigger picture.
In my mind, it's all just very simple. Yeah, community and food, pretty much.